Hi guys, I want to make a video on for Project Zomboid Build 42 on butchering, how to go about it, and also how to process the resources you then get from the animals, so that being leather and also bones, and obviously you're going to get meat as well. Now, for the first stages in butchering, little creatures like rabbits you can just butcher on the floor, chickens you can butcher on the floor, as long as you've got a knife in your inventory. You can chop those up and you'll get the bones out of them. If we go over to this little rabbit over here, and then we can just butcher him there. And as long as you've got a knife in your inventory, like I say, it's going to chop it up. Now, everything I'm wearing here is all made from leather products. We've got some little rubbishy moccasins on here. I've got a nice pair of hide underpants. This is probably going to chafe a little bit. This is the cod piece. This gives you 100% protection on the groin area, so you're not getting bitten. You've got little forearm guards here. These are there. And you've got this neck piece as well. Gives you 100% bite protection, and they're relatively easy to make. So once you butcher a rabbit, obviously you're going to get the meat from the rabbit. Dependent on the quality of your butchering skills is going to be how good the cut is. So if you see here, prime cut, that's going to do 15 hunger, average cut 44 hunger, and the prime cut here is 54 hunger. For some reason that was a 6-legged rabbit, I'm not sure why. You also get the rabbit head, which you can then butcher that, and if you slice the head you can end up with a skull. You can break skulls down and they'll give you bones and also teeth. Now, in order to place something on the hook, so all of these things you've got built, so you've got a butcher's hook, you've got a large tanning station. Now, a large tanning station is for cows, medium is for pigs and deer, and the small is for rabbits and calves. Now, currently you don't get any hides off of rabbits, so you can't use rabbits, but you can kill calves, so baby cows are good. You don't get very much meat out of them, and you also don't get you only get like one small lever, but that's what that's for. And then this pole over here is like a defurring station, softening beam, so it removes any flesh and also any fur from the hides that you get. Now, you can use the furry hides to make a sleeping bag, which I haven't got an example of a sleeping bag down here, but basically these are all the things that you can make from the leather, and that's all the things you can make from the bone down there. Now, this in the middle is the tanning bucket, so you can tan the products. This is a glitch cow. I couldn't get him off the hook, and I couldn't interact when he was on the hook earlier on, so he's just staying there like that for some reason. So if you go over to your butcher's hook, now all of these things need level 1 carpentry to build. I think that needs level 2, and this needs level 3. In order to build them, you will need a hammer, nails, a saw of some sort, twine, planks, and long sticks. Long sticks you can get from chopping. If you get saplings and you chop them with a knife, you can create long sticks. They're relatively easy to make. Hardest thing to really get there is probably going to be the twine, because you're going to need a lot of it. If you go into the B for the build menu, and then not B, sorry, wrong one. This one over here, building menu, and farming. You can see all the things to build. So that's going to require 8 twine, which is a lot of twine. Medium 1 again, 8 twine. What's this for? Small 4. And it's just sticks and nails. The butcher's hook level 3 is just planks and nails. And so once you've got your butcher's hook, if you click on it, right click it, and then butcher's hook, and then you can add a corpse, and I should be able to add my cow. And there he is. Now, once you've got a cow, obviously what you can take out of it, you can take the leather off it, you've got blood that comes out of it, so I can gather the blood. You need to have a bucket on you to do this. I've got a bucket, but I've got a full bucket. Let me just gather it in that one and see what happens. I think it'll drain it all out anyway, whether or not I've got it or not. No, I still need to get more out of it. I think it's bleeding it on the floor now. So the rest of the blood's going to go on the floor. Once you've got blood, bucket of blood, currently there's no use for it. The only thing you can do, you can transfer it into a water bottle. So you see this bottle here, I've got blood in this bottle. If you right click and then liquid options, then transfer liquids, and you can switch. That's the bucket, and then you pick a target. So for example, I've got an empty bowl over here, and I can transfer my blood into the bowl, and like that. Now I've got a bowl of blood, which you can then, if you want to drink it, you can drink it. Doesn't do anything bad to you. It's just the same as water. There's no adverse effects to it. Not that you want to drink it, but you can if you wish. Same with the water bottle. Water bottle obviously is bright red. When you go to drink it though, it isn't, which is a shame. I'd like it if there's a bit of a big red bottle in here as well. So we've bled our cow. Next stage is, once he's finished drinking his blood, next stage is we can take the leather off it. Now I've got a leather fleshing tool, which if I don't know, I've got this on the table somewhere. Fleshing tool, this thing. You can find these. You can use that later on, but you can find these quite easily in the world. You find them around, probably look on farms, things like that, garden sheds. I've found them in normal houses quite a few times, just in the kitchens. So you can gather the leather. Now, depending on what animal you're killing, so a cow will give you large hides, a deer and a pig will give you medium hides, and a baby calf will give you small hides. Now, all of these things over here, the majority of things on this middle table are made from small hides. Some of the things on the back here are mostly, I think they're mostly medium hides. I think large hides might be used to make the sleeping bag. So with the hides anyway, you can cut the hides down. So if you have a, if I go for output items, small, yeah, so small hide. So you can cut a medium hide, a large hide will cut into 2 medium hides, a medium hide will cut into 2 small hides. So you can just basically chop them down into what you want. Once we've got that hide over there, so we need to go down to this station at the bottom, which this basically removes all the flesh and the fur and stuff off it. Here it is. So you can craft that. That's using the fleshing tool. I don't know what else it can use. Whatever. No, just the fleshing tool. Done. So once it's done, then we need to make brain tan, which we're going to have to make the brain tan, we'll need to chop the head off the cow. So we'll go back in here. Now you gather its head, which is going to chop that off now. And you end up with a big cow head. You'll also end up with a brain, so there's the brain. I've also got another brain, it's probably from the rabbit. The bowl, you'll need a bowl, and you'll also need water, which I'm not going to have water, so I can fill this up. Water down here. Now if you press B, you can make brain tan there. And then we can go and tan the leather in the bucket over here. And we'll craft that. And then once we've got the brain tan, now obviously depending on the size of the hide you've got, you want to go to the different tanning stations, different leather stations, which for me is going to be this one, if I can click on it somewhere. There we go. And we'll craft that. And we've now got our leather. And it's all ready to go. I can find it down here somewhere. So large leather, tanned and crude, but that's ready to go. You can literally start crafting with that now. Obviously I don't want it that big, so I'd cut it down for the other bits, but then all the different things you can make down here. So if you notice what I'm wearing here, like I say, all of these things here are all crafted with small leather. Now in order to craft any of these things, the only thing you'll need, you only need a few tools, so it's not too bad. Leather skills are varying, so tailoring, most of this stuff over here is level 1. Some of the bags are going to be tailoring like level 4, level 5, but most of the beginning stuff is actually quite easy to make. If I go in here and have a look, so where are we? This is a revolver holster, but the cod piece, that's tailoring level 3, pants are level 1, this neck piece is level 3. Now, the stuff you're going to need, so you need either a knife or a pair of scissors, pretty much so any knife will do. Now then you're also going to need an awl. Awls are quite easy to find. It's basically like it's a hole punch. You can find those in any houses. If you can't find them, you can make them, and they're quite easy to make. I've got a stone one here and a bone one. You can make these from like a stone flake, I think it is, or a sharp piece of bone. So crude whetstone, that'll be a crude whetstone, a file, a small file. Then you've got a hacksaw, any sort of knife pretty much so, and just a sharp bone fragment, which a bone fragment you can craft from the bone itself. And then you can make one of those, and then the stone one is the same, I think it was. We'll go back to there. So the bone one, sharp flint, that's probably easier to make than the other one. And it requires knapping level 1, which if you make sharp flint flakes you're gonna go up in levels pretty quick anyway. Then you'll need a needle. There's all sorts of different needles there. You can't really see them. Thread and a buckle. Now buckles you can get them from belts. You have to chop up belts with a knife. Once you chop up a belt with a knife, you're going to get a buckle and you're going to get leather strips as well. Otherwise, you can craft buckles, but you need an advanced forge to craft them, so it's better just finding belts and chopping them up for now. Then you need the leather itself, so small, medium and large leather, it's all the same model, so that's a small one, that's a medium one, but they're all the same. And then your leather strips here, and then with that you can craft everything on the table that you see there. Over here you've got, well, these are a pair of nice sandals over here. There's a skirt there, I couldn't really see it there, it's hiding in the table there. But you've got a nice pair of sandals over here. If you want to go for the open toe look, not that I would in a zombie apocalypse, but there you go, nice pair of sandals that you can craft there. Now over to the other table, depending what you get, so you've got obviously when you're killing an animal, you're breaking up the carcass, you get large bones, animal bones, you get the skull, these are teeth, and then you've got small bone pieces. Now these can all be broken down and crafted into the next bit, so you can break down a skull. If you break down a skull from a stag, you're going to get antler bone. With antler bone you can create a napping tool, which is over here. So you can create one of these if you have an antler bone with just a knife, and then that can be used to nap rocks. The rest of it, like I say, you break it down, that breaks down the teeth and jaw bones and things like that, and then you can then carve these bits into the next pieces. Now all of this stuff is pretty simple to make, so you've got a knife, that's the awl over there, I think there's a fishing hook in there, a needle, spoons, forks, an axe head. This is a chicken head bracelet, so if you kill a chicken you'll get a chicken head, you can use that to make a bracelet. These are gloves. In fact, what I'll do, I will pop this set of armour on just so you can see it, and this is what the bone armour looks like. Very sexy. The protection on it is really good. Basically I'm literally 100, well not 100%, the head is 50% from bites, the upper arms are 50%, so that'll be this bit here. Obviously I'm wearing the groin piece and I'm wearing the neck piece. Without those, that bit and that bit wouldn't be protected, and my sandals are doing absolutely nothing, so the zombie can bite my feet off if they wanted. But you're really well protected, and this stuff is actually really easy to make. The only thing that's difficult to make is this lower section here. So this is actually two pieces. There's a stomach piece that covers your abdomen, and there's also a pectoral piece. You can't really make them out on there. Let's have a look. Where are they down here somewhere? Bone, body armour. So this is the body piece, and the pectoral bit is there. I'm not sure if I unequip that, you're going to see the difference or not. No, you can't tell. So it must be it must be underneath. You can't really see it. Anyway. So to make all of these, it's quite simple. All of these things are leather strips, bone pieces, the awl, a knife and twine. Again, you're going to need a lot of twine to do this. Leather strips easy to come by. You can chop up leather jackets. Bone pieces you break up from the larger ones. Twine's going to be the difficult issue. And everything here. Oh, there's a bone choker. I didn't notice that. So that's a neck piece. That'll replace the other neck piece that I'm already wearing. So you could have one of those made out of bone. The difficult bit is the large bone beads. But all of these things are literally just leather strips and twine. So they're all easy to make. Apart from, I can't see it here. Where is it? Down there. Bone. It's this bit that's difficult to make. So these large bone beads. Now, to make all the other stuff, all you really need is the things over here. So to make most of it, where are we? Knife, awl, bone pieces and leather strips. Now if you want to start making the bone beads, then you have a problem, because you need to start making other tools. So in order to make the bone beads, you're going to need a drill. So there's these two drills you can find out in garages and things like that. Probably quite difficult to find. I can't think I've seen any recently. If not, you can make a bone drill, which is over here. Problem is to make a stone drill. To make a stone drill, you need to have a chisel. Now, two sorts of chisels. There's a mason's chisel or there's a stone chisel. In order to make the stone chisel, you're going to need, I think it's napping level 2 to make a stone chisel. Let's have a look. Yeah, napping level 2. So ball peen hammer, sharp flint, step flake, and you can make stone tools. So not that difficult. To make this though, I think it's level 5 to make the drill. Yeah, requires napping level 5. So ball peen hammer, stone chisel, sharp flint stake, and then you can make the drill. And then the drill is needed to make these things over here, which are the bone beads, which you carve those out of animal bones. So all of it is quite simple to make, with the exception of this middle piece here with all these bone beads. The rest of it, that's over there, that's a bone club. Some of it requires some maintenance, like level 1 maintenance skills, especially to make the things over here. If you're going to be using, what's that thing called again? A whetstone. So you've got whetstone, you've got a crude whetstone. To make a crude whetstone, you need maintenance level 1. Otherwise, you can use files or small files, and that's that's about it. I think that's the maintenance level 1 is pretty much all it is, and a bit of napping. But then you can make all of this stuff over here, and like I say, it gives you really good protection. But it's going to need a lot. You need a lot of bones to do it. Like I say, out of that cow, how many animal bones did I get when I chopped up that cow? 9. I won't have got 9 because I already had a few on me. But if I was to go in and start trying to make bone pieces, so to make all the bone pieces, 1 animal bone gives you 2 bone pieces. For example, to make, let's have a look. To make the head piece, you need 6 bone pieces, so that's 3 animal bones. Then you need 6 bone pieces there, so that's another 3 animal bones. So you're going to have to chop up quite a few cows to make all of this stuff here. Right, I think that pretty much covers it. If I've missed anything glaringly obvious, please do let me know in the comments. I was looking through the Wikipedia article and all the different sort of Wikipedia articles and things like that, trying to figure out how to do some of this stuff, and it's not always that well explained. Even though I am in debug mode, I did actually craft the majority of this myself. So I was running around trying to find flint deposits, which is a pain. I think I ran around the farm about 5 times trying to find the right flint deposits. I kept finding limestone deposits instead. Right, so I did just chop up that cow, and you got some decent beef prime cuts from this thing. That's got 75 hunger, 30 hunger for the poor cut, and 66 for the main one. I should also get some steaks down here somewhere. 5 steaks. So you get a lot of meat out of a cow, obviously. As you'd expect, you get a lot of meat out of a cow. But like I say, this pretty much so I think it covers everything. If I have missed anything that's glaringly obvious, please let me know. I don't profess to be a genius. But I watched a few videos trying to figure out how to do this, and people do have videos where they do butcher carcasses and things like that. But there's no one actually just sort of doing a tutorial video that I could see, or maybe I've missed one and there's one that's much better than my video out there, I don't know. Like I say, let me know in the comments if there's anything I've missed, or anything that I've misunderstood, which is highly possible. And if you've got any questions, let me know and I'll try the best to answer them. Well, thanks for watching.